It looks bleak right now.
Luka from Jackson, lane open. Oh, and at the last minute, he opts for the pass. And Powell.
He used his right hand. It's a block.
Yep. There's a chance for the tie game. Warren closes out.
Nice pass.
Inside, Luka up top. Luka slam dunk.
That's a nice find by a big guy. That's authority.
Valentine's
Yes,
Day.
it is.
Well, bring your basketball-loving sweetheart to Chicago. Doncic takes it in high off the glass. That will drop in there and give him 12.
Yeah, I love the pace that Doncic plays at because he plays at his own. He plays at his own pace. Look at this. Down goes Ariza, gets by him. The shot blocker will rotate.
Biombo loses it.
That's a tough place for him.
Luka up ahead, fantastic pass. That is dropping a dime as the long distance pass.
Wow, Luka third in
Kennard, a 40% three-point shooter. Oh, behind the back. Oh, he may not be hitting his free throws, but sensational dunk.
Hardaway Jr. Watch this pass. I mean, this is a thread the needle type pass. And he did it behind the back. Amazing. It was an easy finish for Powell, who doesn't get many opportunities in this offense, averaging about 4 or 5 points a game.
Makes it a 2-point game.
There's the mismatch right here.
Now it's Luka. Deep three over 4. Luka magic.
Against Orlando the other night.
He went 13 for 16 the other night. What a pass. And how about that dime?
The Mavericks are defending well against a very good offensive time.
Luka splits a double team. Makes the pass, but takes matters into his own hands with a slam dunk.
Luka getting in the lane, splitting the defense. Little fake pass to the corner. Murray bites on it. This is to pull up. There's Dorian again.
Oh, what a pass! What a pass from Luka!
Tom Brady would be jealous as Luka finds Dorian Finney-Smith. That was perfect.
Oh my goodness!
Talk about on a dime, not an easy pass.
And Thompson and Durant and all those guys, if they're smart as Finney-Smith dunked another one.
And what a no-look pass by Luka Doncic. Doncic step back three, high arcing shot, he banks it in. Oh, Luka Doncic, such a clutch three-pointer. 25, that's his third three-pointer. It was defended well. Williams right there in his face.
All right. Hello and welcome, everyone. This is a completely random live stream. One that's not random, however, will be Monday nights. Hopefully, we're looking to get some guest appearances there. One might even be in the chat right now, which is pretty cool. But regardless, we've got Mitch. It's basically Christmas in August, right? Mitch just got a brand new iMac. We got new studio stuff coming up soon. We got some lower thirds. Anyway, the production value with this is going to go insane. I'm not sure how many people heard it, but basically in the waiting room, let's call it, we had some Luka Doncic highlights playing in the background too. So production value is going to be pretty sweet. I can't wait. My name is Bird Bouchard, so don't forget to smash the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. I absolutely love doing these live streams. Yeah, maybe I'm a bit of a talking head, but I love doing them. Per the, I guess, let's call it the purpose of this video, we're talking about Luka Doncic title shots. This was actually just a topic thrown to me by our producer Mitch, and I believe we could even show our producer Mitch. Can we do that? Let's see.
Yeah, we can.
There he is. Like,
dude, where's my cigar? I need my cigar.
Right? So, basically we're just showing off some of the cool stuff that we can do now within our live stream. Of course, I'm going to be answering questions, things like that. Talking about some awesome stuff that's happening even in the NHL world. Oh my goodness, Mitch is just... Yeah, so, I'm just so hyped for what's to come here at Red Cape Sports. It's been an absolute crazy 6-7 months. But anyway, let's jump into the first topic. Luka Doncic title shot. I'm going to come out clean and say I don't think he's got a title shot this season, right? It seems like the Mavericks kind of locked up that number 7 seed. We'll see who gets 8. I'm still leaning towards Memphis, but obviously the Pelicans aren't too far behind. And as you guys can see, now all of a sudden I'm not even handling anything. This is not me. This is Mitch behind doing everything. So again, production value very high. So please, for the love of God, do not just say anyone can be a YouTuber, because of course anyone can just be a YouTuber, but we're trying to raise the bar with the production level. So anyway, like I was saying, it seems like the Dallas Mavericks got that second seed kind of picked out, and it seems like the LA Clippers, in my opinion, one of the hottest teams in NBA basketball right now, have the second seed locked up. And while I do believe that series, that hypothetical series, can easily go to 6 games, do I think Luka and the Mavs can beat Paul George? Do I think that they can beat Kawhi and the Clippers? I don't. I really don't. So his title shots this season, I don't know. But I'm seeing a lot of impressive things from guys who I shouldn't see impressive things from, right? I mean, Trey Burke. He hasn't done anything since he was a Wolverine, really, in his entire NBA career. And now all of a sudden, he's putting together a couple 30-point games in the background, right? Another Wolverine guy, and man, this pains me to say all these Wolverine guys. Tim Hardaway Jr., he's starting to play well, right? Maxime Kleber. I mean, the Mavs have a lot of good pieces. Certainly, they got Kristaps Porzingis playing well, too. And Luka himself, the other night, I believe he went off for like 36 points, 20 rebounds, and 12 assists. That's ridiculous. That's not a triple-double. That's a supreme triple-double, guys. Luka Doncic is incredible. There's a reason why he's my favorite player, not just because he's a Dallas Maverick, but Luka's insane. But when we're talking about title shots, is it going to happen in 2020? I don't know, right? I mean, I believe Mitch got the stats pulled up now, too. So let's see. Yeah, he had 30 points, 20 rebounds, and I think it was 12 assists there within 44 minutes. So, I mean, he basically played the entire game possible. He'll put the team on his back, right? Like, don't get me wrong, Luka's amazing. But anyway, I want to shift gears towards the NBA, or from the NBA to the NHL. And again, producer Mitch is going to be doing some Googling and some stuff like that. But Dominic Kubalik. Okay, Dominic Kubalik. If you have this man's rookie card, his young gun specifically, now's the time to sell Dominic Kubalik. Okay? Guys, look at what his prices are going for. It's unbelievable, okay? So, yeah, he had 2 goals and 3 assists in his first ever NHL playoff game. And they absolutely stunned the Edmonton Oilers, which is a thing of its own. But Dominic Kubalik, like, when you look at what his cards are going for, maybe Mitch can check out eBay too. I believe his cards are going for anywhere from like 60 to 75-ish Canadian dollars. That's ridiculous. Like, that to me is ridiculous, because you can literally buy Jack Eichel, a guy who's more established, just a better overall player. When we're talking about the type of money, like, that we're just throwing to an older Dominic Kubalik, this is insane money, guys. Like, I can't believe it. Mitch is going to bring this up here, too. Yeah, his young guns. What's that going for? Let's see.
It says 55 raw, 1 sold on the 5th.
Right, so the sold ones are still going to be a bit lower, right? Because people didn't post them until Sunday. So they're going from Sunday to this Sunday. So they're going to get higher. But if you look at some of the current bids, if you can change it on that, some of the current bids are really, really high for Dominic Kubalik. And again, people can all obviously make the argument, okay, well, he's a rookie, whatever. He had 30 goals as a rookie. He led all rookies in goals, which is, that's true. But is he going to turn into be a superstar? Does he strike me as a superstar player? No, he doesn't. And I think, what I'm saying is, I think in the offseason, his card prices will start to dip a bit. But I don't think he's going to get back to the level he's at now. This very well likely could be his peak. And even if it's not, right? You buy low, I hope you all did. I hope you all listened to some of my other streams and some of my other podcasts, right? Because if you did so, you could have got his card for 12 to 16 bucks, right? Shout out to Mike DiStefano and I. We told you all, you can buy his cards for this. But the point I'm getting at is you can dump him right now, make your money, and then buy him later in October, November when everyone's forgotten about him and his card prices fall back to 20-ish bucks. You can do that. That's a real thing that you can do. So that's first and foremost. Second player who was doing really well. And again, this is a player that Mitch and I spoke about, I believe, in our first episode ever back in December 27th of 2020. Our first episode ever. We spoke about Andrei Sveshnikov, the young 20-year-old Russian. And a lot of people were asking me, okay, he had that hyped 3-goal hat-trick game against my beloved New York Rangers, who obviously will not win the cup now, but that's a story of its own. But people are asking, what should I do? Should I buy his cards? They went up. They went from 50 to 75. Is $75 still a good price? Yeah, it is. But to me, it's if I had to choose buy, sell, or hold for Andrei Sveshnikov, I'm holding. I am hugging on to Andre so hard. I am holding the crap out of his card because he's just 20 years old. And the Carolina Hurricanes, albeit the market may not be the most sexiest, the most sex appealing, attractive, he's definitely not a Toronto Maple Leaf. We'll say that. He's not playing for an original 16, but they're a young up and coming team, right? And there's something to be said about deep playoff runs. Deep playoff runs, you're going to get a lot of more eyeballs on you. And that, to me, is exactly what the Carolina Hurricanes can have. They may not have the goaltending to do it, but they obviously have a few different offensive weapons. But honestly, they 100%, and at least in my opinion, have the best defensive team in the NHL. And defense wins championships, and Andrei Sveshnikov is the face of that team. So, of course, he's still a rather good buy. Mitch has that up on the screen now, too. But more so than anything else, I would sell, right? Because when he had that hat-trick game, and when I saw what Dominic Kubalik's cards did from $16 to 60 plus, I thought to myself instantly, okay, Andrei Sveshnikov cards are going to $100, and they have it, right? They're still $25 below. So that to me says that his floor is really high, but his ceiling is even higher. He's 3 years younger than Connor McDavid, and in my opinion, there's a couple 40, 50 goal seasons coming up in him. So, yeah, for him, I would definitely do that. And then the last guy is going to be his counterpart, Sebastian Aho. Sebastian Aho, again, another guy I've told you guys from day one, you can purchase his cards for about $15 to $20 Canadian. And obviously, goals are what's going to drive the market. But if you look right now, who's got the most points in NHL playoffs? It's Sebastian Aho. And this isn't just a stream to toot my own horn, but it's going to be a bit of a testimonial for maybe, just maybe, listen to us. We know what we're talking about in a large sense. We posted on our Red Cape Sports channel, on our Facebook group, pardon me, and it was crazy, guys. The top 5 point getters in the NHL 2020 playoffs, 4 of them, we told you guys to buy them while they were cheap. That's all I got to say, right? And Connor McDavid himself, right? At one point, we said buy his card. I believe it was $300 to $400 raw ungraded, right? People made fun of that. We had a lot of people saying, oh, that's way too high. Look at Connor McDavid prices right now, Mitch. Bring that up. Connor McJesus. What are those going for?
$11.75.
Well, bring that down. I want raw. Bring that down. We'll find it. What is raw going for?
I got a raw one. Is that 1,000 raw?
That's what I'm saying. His card, I believe, are $800. So you would have doubled your money on Connor McJesus. We still haven't found like a raw yet. We'll find a raw. It's crazy, right? People just put in Connor McDavid and everything. But just take me for it. His cards are going bananas. All right, guys. Hopefully we get some money in this. NBA Hoops 1990. Just gonna open up.
Halftime.
All right, cool. So I hope that you guys all like the little effects here. Let's see. Do we got anything good? That's pretty nice. I'll share that one later.
Can I open one too?
After me, you can open one. Nothing too good, but I do want to share this. Got a beautiful little Michael Jordan. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, Mitch, you can open one. Go ahead.
Get your permission?
Yeah. Do I have to get Bert's permission? It's crazy. All right, so Bert got a Michael Jordan. See what I got here. I'll have to look and see what I got. All right. Let's see here. We get some cool cards. Patrick Ewing. Sean Kemp, rookie.
Nice. Nice.
And Michael Jordan. Not the best centering, but I'm not going to lie. I actually pulled that from my on my desk.
No, you didn't.
I swear.
Oh, geez. So you just had it lying around. All right. So we're going to get to some questions. Hopefully these questions are money. We'll see. I would go as far as say that the Clippers would beat the Mavs without Paul George. That's a hot take from Harry Katz. That's a hot take. The Mavs, I believe. Actually, no, I don't believe. This is a true stat. The Mavs are the only team this season not to lose 3 straight games, so I wouldn't quite count them out yet. Their win-loss record was not bad at all, right? 40-plus wins. And I believe just like 27 losses. Anyway, point being, there's a lot of offensive firepower there. That's a team who can consistently put up like 110 points. Maybe the defense isn't quite there, but I wouldn't count them out. I feel like in a best of 7, they could at least win 2, right? And then from there, like anything can happen. So who knows? The point being, anytime you got Luka, anything can happen. I do agree with you. Like I feel like the Clippers would win that series, but okay. I've been buying a bunch of Cale Makar. What's your thoughts on him? Cale Makar is great, but he's still a defenseman, and like, I don't know. Like, Mitch, maybe we can bring up some Googling here. Let's see. Who's a stud defenseman? Brent Burns, right? Offensive. What's Brent Burns' rookie cards going for? His Young Guns. My thing with that, right, is like Cale Makar is great. He's young. He's so offensively gifted. He's more than likely going to win the Calder for Rookie of the Year. But defenseman rookie cards, they just, for whatever reason, people don't seem to care about them, right? Who are you looking at? Brent Burns? Let's see.
I mean, if his high, his clear cut is 150.
Are you typing in Young Guns?
Not for this one yet.
Type in Brent Burns Young Guns. That'll help. So, anyway, that's my take on Cale Makar. I think he's good. I just don't think that there's much room for growth. It's just unfortunate the way that the market goes, right? People don't really seem to care too much for defensemen, other than Bob Orr. I've been buying a bunch. Okay, that was the same question. Just got Lamar rookie card PSA 9 Donruss for $92.31 USD. I think it's a good buy and my most expensive card buy ever. Nice. Lamar Jackson, $92 for a PSA 9. Not bad. Not bad, and we'll leave it at that. Okay, what else do we got here? What price guide do you use for references? Honestly, eBay sold listings, because the amount of people on eBay, right, like, it's weird. Like, a lot of people still like to use Beckett, but it's like, that's updated about once a month, and it's like, as we saw with Dominic Kubalik, right? $16 literally last week, and now it's for like $60+. So that to me is what I use most often. It seems to be the most accurate, right? Because that's the market itself, right? eBay to me is what I use for pricing. Because like I said, what something's worth today might not be what it's worth tomorrow even. And it sounds a bit crazy to say, but we all know that's true, right? Like when Jose Altuve hit that stupid home run off, when he hit that stupid walk-off home run against Chapman, like his card prices just blew up. So it is what it is. Let's see. Market Movers by Sports Card Investor. Hey, if you want to use that, go ahead. Let's see. Sean Cap, it's not worth that much. Somebody said, "What's up, Les Alex? Sorry I missed your stream." I'm sorry I missed it too, but
Happy you're watching ours.
yeah, I'm definitely happy you're watching mine. I actually came back from a birthday party, right? My wife's grandma turned 69, and it was a good time. My only complaint about the entire thing, if there's ever a year to buy the numbered candles, that might be the year to do it. Instead, they just got her like, boop, one candle on a cupcake. I mean, it was kind of cute, but yeah, whatever. All right, Mitch, bring up some NHL scores, NHL.com. Now, I'm just gonna go out flat out and say, if Dominic Kubalik scored tonight, wow! If you ever have his card, sell. And it's crazy. Like, he's a good player, guys, but is he like $60 good? I don't think so. I really don't. What's the score of that? What's the score of that game?
Pittsburgh 3-4.
Pittsburgh's losing? Is that what I'm seeing?
Yep.
Wow.
4-3.
Okay, and how about Chicago? Man, let me tell you though.
0-0 against Edmonton.
Okay, let me tell you though. If the Pittsburgh Penguins do not beat Carey Price, I'm just going to go out and say beat Carey Price. I'm not even going to go out and say the blanks team, right? They don't even deserve that. They're hot trash. If the Penguins lose, they're going for Alexi. They're going for Alexi. This Pittsburgh Penguins team is light years, and Buzz Light years, if you even want, ahead of that team from that French place. Okay, like you remove Carey Price, and they probably would have won 16-0 and 16-0. Like, probably not, but I mean, they're just that much better. Pujols is about to pass Mays for 5th all time. His card's going nuts when that happens. Will his cards go nuts when that happens? Baseball doesn't have nearly as many eyeballs on it now as I would have hoped for. Honestly, I feel like with NHL playoffs and even NBA playoffs coming up and everything else, this might be something getting kind of brushed underneath the carpet. And mind you, Les Alex, I mean, I'm a major St. Louis Cardinals fan, and I still got love for Fat Albert. Honestly, the greatest hitter of most of the people watching, the greatest hitter of our generations. Literally, right? Like, how many guys got 3,000 plus hits, 600 home runs, 2,000 plus RBIs, a few World Series rings, class act guy, gold gloves even, silver sluggers, MVPs. He's done it all. And I truthfully want to say that his card prices will go quote-unquote nuts. But when I even look at what his current card prices are for such an established career, to be honest with you, I'm a bit flabbergasted at the fact that they're not higher. I think they'll go up for sure, but not to the point of a retirement or if and when possibly he could, and if he ever does beat Barry Bonds, or if he gets 700 home runs, I don't know. I think the timing of this unbelievable achievement, this unbelievable accolade, I don't think it's right. And it is an absolute shame that other than players and staff, no one else will be witnessing this home run live in person. I think that's an absolute shame. That's a piece of history, and it seems like, other than the true diehard baseball fans, like, no one's talking about Albert Pujols. You know what I mean? At least here in Canada, like, no one talks about him, whether it be, and mind you, I even get American television, and no one speaks about Pujols anymore. But his numbers are still great year in, year out. Like, you know, I'll go ahead and say this. To start your MLB career, right, I believe it was 9 straight seasons with 30 or more home runs, 100 plus RBIs, and batting 300. And that 10th season, he got the home runs. RBIs, I believe he had 99, right? And then his batting average was 299. So, like, he was that close away from it. And Albert Pujols, to me, represents greatness. He represents baseball in itself. Like, I don't know. Like, I love Albert Pujols, and I hope to God that his card prices reflect that, because he's so deserving of it. But again, I don't think they'll go nuts. That's a very, very long answer, and I know that, but yeah, I just don't think they'll go nuts. What do you think of Donovan Mitchell Prism PSA 9? If you can get them for the right price, do it. Donovan Mitchell is, obviously he's not underrated, right? Like, he is where he needs to be, but his card prices, I thought, at least, could have been a bit higher. Donovan Mitchell's he's a stud. He's a baller. Yeah, get him. Pujols last year, if Angels not make the playoffs, no. This is the guy who loves baseball, and I think he was pretty smart about the way he did it. When he left for St. Louis to go to LA, he made a lot of personal family decisions too. He is a family man through and through, and I don't think this is his last year. I really don't. If anything, if there's one man, maybe other than like Jim Thome, who deserves a true one last hurrah like Derek Jeter got, give it to Pujols, right? Like, give it to Pujols, right? They did it with Ichiro. And, like, for the fans' sake, too, right? Like, the fans want to know this is his last season. And to end it in a pandemic where no one can witness all these beautiful accolades, it's a shame. It really is a shame. And I didn't think this stream would really go that far into Albert Pujols, but I'm kind of glad it did. Because, you know, there was a time where I used to get triggered because people were making the argument, oh, well, Miggy Cabrera is so much better. Miggy Cabrera. And it's like, he's not. Yeah, and there's Babe Ruth, right? So Babe Ruth was great too. Many people don't even know that he was a pitcher, which is crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think anyone in this stream has ever seen Babe Ruth play live, but I wonder if Babe Ruth live would have the same type of hype as seeing LeBron play live. I have seen LeBron James play live, and it's ridiculous. I've seen Roger Federer play live, who, by the way, of all athletes ever who I've seen play live, Roger Federer was the most wowsing shocker. That might change if I ever had gotten to see like Ronaldo or Messi play, but Federer was he was so good. Okay, let's see. Pujols cards are already expensive. I think they're criminally underpriced. Yeah. Let's see. Got one for 88. Love Mitchell. He's made me a bunch of money. Donovan Mitchell. Okay, made him a bunch of money. Is Zion underrated is the real question right now. Okay, we got a Mitch cam for that one. Mitch.
Is Zion underrated?
Zion? I don't know. I think Zion is not getting enough minutes to play, to be honest. He showed us last game just how good he was. I mean, he definitely stomped on, Memphis and really put it to jaw. So it's kind of hard to say. Zion, it was a really good time to get him, obviously, a little while ago. Definitely when he was hurt, that was really the time to get him. If he was hurt, I would buy more, but his card prices are high. Like, I'll be the first one to admit it. Like, you should buy other cards. Like, definitely listen to the next few guys, have cash on hand, and be ready for those. That would be my opinion. Zion, if you have the cards, hold them. Like, he's 20 years old. Same thing as Luka. Luka, Trey, Zion, I would hold on to those guys. But if you got in on them early, I would sell them soon. So that's how I feel. It's tough.
Yeah, and I mean, again, I think that ultimately comes back to the whole Dominic Kubalik thing of people are always so hesitant to sell, right? Oh, but I can get a bit more, I can get a bit more, I can get a bit more. And it's like, where else are you going to 2, 3, 4, 8, 16x your money? And, far too often, I think the greed does unfortunately get the best of most investors. And like I said, right, you can sell these and then you can invest in the next young up-and-coming guy, right? And then you can 4x that money too. But a guy like Zion now, right, if you've already 10x your money, you're not going to 10x your money again and 20x your money. Like, it very well could happen, but I just don't see it happening, and it's more likely to happen if you pick the next guy. And that, to me at least, is a far better strategy. And there's nothing saying that you can't pick up his card again, right? So I don't know. That's my take on Zion. I would like to see him a bit healthier. He's a stud. Don't get me wrong. He's an absolute stud. He's a game changer, obviously, when he's on the court. Like Mitch said, I'd love to see him play more minutes, but I get the whole nursing and the injuries thing. I get that, but
there's something to be said about Zion because, so I think Matt Jensen commented on it, but like that alley-oop he had was ridiculous. Like, not just any NBA player can even do that, right? So Zion's got things that he can do, especially through his power and his strength, that in his quickness and his ability to jump it's amazing. It's just he needs to get that time. And again, we talked about it earlier, but I think there's something weird going on with Zion. He's I don't know. He could be not feeling the best. I don't know. I thought he was maybe even a little hurt. I'm not even saying that they're covering it up, but he didn't look the best before the pandemic happened. He was starting to slowly, drift off a bit, in my opinion. But again, I think he's a good player. I wouldn't sell him for like a year or so.
yeah, right. And I mean, this is the guy who, technically speaking, still hasn't played a single playoff game. Still hasn't even been voted in as an all-star. Still hasn't entered the dunk contest, which many are expecting him to do. Unlike chicken bok LeBron James, for whatever reason, didn't want to do that. I'm just kidding. I truly love LeBron, and I know people are going to attack me for that comment, but
Yeah, LeBron's good.
yeah, no, LeBron's great.
I have no idea why he's never joined the dunk contest. Like, and he's hinted at it so many times, and he says, "Oh, I'm gonna do it."
Yeah, he won't.
And it's like, I don't know, like, do it for the fans, right? Like, don't get me wrong, like, even for baseball, I understand these guys.
Sitting out, right? Like, baseball's such a grind, such a marathon, 162 games. And then you got guys like Derek Jeter sitting out the All-Star game, voted in a starter. That, to me, is like, I get it, right? You want to be with your family, but the All-Star game itself, and you're going to play, 3 innings? You mean you can't take 4 hours out of your day to play a baseball game, a game that you love, to honor the fans who voted you in? I don't know, guys. Am I crazy for that? Okay, like, oh, it's the 14th time. I'm tired. I don't know. Like, go rest elsewhere. Like, I don't know. To me, it's a bit selfish to sit out an All-Star game. What do you all think? I want to know legitimately. Is it selfish to sit out an All-Star game? Is it selfish when you're voted in for the dunk contest to say, yeah, you know what, I don't want to do it? Or that one, I guess I understand more, right? But in baseball, the All-Star game has major implications for home field advantage. So it is what it is. Another thing I want to talk about, okay? Unless, Alex, you're in the comments section, so I need your help here, buddy. right? Our beloved St. Louis Cardinals, they screwed up. They screwed up. I don't know how else to say it. They screwed up. And they screwed up. The reports came out. A few of them went to the casino. Okay? And I want to address this. And I heard some people speaking on the radio earlier today. Is it wrong? Should have they gone to the casino? I'll be the first one to tell you no, right? They legitimately put the season in jeopardy. They did. But I believe there's a bigger picture here. And that bigger picture is that too much is open in the United States of America. It's readily available, right? These are millionaire people with millionaire lifestyles. People who are so used to going into casinos, going into nightclubs, going into strip clubs, going into places where they likely shouldn't be, handing someone $100, $200, maybe even more, and saying, I wasn't here. And you know what? More times than not, that works. Up until somebody takes a photo of them and they get caught. It happens all the time. Reggie Bush, they paid for his parents to have a house. And ultimately, he got his Heisman vote. And there's a lot of shady stuff that happens. But let's break it down into smaller levels, okay? You're asking Major League Baseball players for 2 months minimum, right? It might be 2.5 months total, okay? But basically, you're asking them until October not to see their family, to go to play baseball, and then come home and stay in a hotel. A little bit of that, to me, sounds like prison. A little bit of that, and that might be a hot take for many, but that's not easy. And I mean, especially, I don't know, I'm not a millionaire, but I know sometimes that even through quarantine, through self-isolation, it was tough not to go out and go to places, right? You go to Walmart just for groceries, and you kind of find yourself going into different areas that you don't need to. For example, sports cards, right? Sports cards aren't a need. It's a global pandemic, right? I guess the human nature in me kind of understands why they did it. I don't think they should have, and I think Major League Baseball should honestly crack down a bit harder on it, right? It's Major League Baseball. We've had cheating going on for a long time with corked bats, with steroids, with sign stealing, with a bunch of different stuff, and it seems like they never do anything about it. And Manfred doesn't want to do anything about it, but I don't know. That's my take. I feel like the hammer / the boom should come out a bit harder for the St. Louis Cardinals. I really do. And it sucks. Yachty tested positive. Paul DeJong tested positive. And now you're bringing up all these other players. Now they got 9 games to make up for. It's ridiculous, right? So now you're going to have these doubleheaders, 7-inning games, and they legitimately put the season at risk. It's weird, guys, but we're going to open up some more cards for pack time.
Pack time.
All right, so let's go ahead and do that. See what Mitch got to.
All right, let's see who can pull the best card.
Okay.
Not cheating. Oh.
I got a dud pack.
Dude, is Zion in here?
Oh,
Why am I opening these?
that's a dud pack.
This sucks. I got one good card.
That sucks.
David Robinson rookie. Not bad. Centering's pretty good. It's probably a graded 11. It's pretty good.
Let's see. Zion is LeBron's special. Maybe not as good, but will be the face of the league. Dakota said that. I wouldn't say the face of the league. I would argue Giannis and Luka will be the face of the league. More so than Zion. And don't get me wrong, right now Zion's their boy, right? You guys can see there, NBA 2K. He's the cover of that, right?
Is Luka on the cover of 2K?
Not yet. Luka's a pretty boy too, though, man.
Dude, Luka's not even on the cover, but
Dude,
Zion
Luka
is.
on the cover, you get more women watching basketball. Maybe even more men.
I don't know. It's 2020. Anything can happen. No, I'm just saying. It is. Luka's a good-looking guy. Okay. Lamar is PC for life as well. Born in Baltimore and will always be loyal. Let's go Raven Nation. That's what Matt Jensen said. Lamar Jackson's special. Like, I'm not sure how many of you got the chance to watch Last Chance U. In my opinion, season 1 to season 4 is amazing. Season 5 sucks. Coach Beam wasn't nearly hard enough on them, in my opinion. I mean, yeah, you call him a few words, but I don't know. Like, for any of us who grew up and played professional sports, I don't think he was hard enough on the kids, and I think he could have motivated them more. Maybe realistically he didn't have the talent, and obviously they had some quarterback issues, but it is what it is. But anyway, all that to say, the kids within that, right, they kept saying, like, Michael Vick was scary good. And truth be told, he really was. Like, Lamar Jackson is the type of player I get excited about and the type of player I tune in to watch. And there's something to be said about dual threat quarterbacks, right? And he's fun to watch, man. He's fun to watch. I hope to God he wins a Super Bowl with Baltimore specifically, too. That would be great. That would be great. The only thing with Zion is injuries. Zion hasn't done anything, really.
False.
I don't know.
You made this cover of 2K.
Luka is signed with EA, NBA Live. Come on, bro. The only good NBA Live was NBA Live 2005 with Carmelo Anthony. That was the only good game. And I'll name drop you Gilbert Arenas, whatever year that was. That was a good game too. Okay, he has insane potential, but hasn't played that much. Exactly, right? And again, guys, it's the same thing as like Luis Roberts and Jason Dominguez. Just like, this is such a weird phenomenon happening right now within the sports card market. It's cards are through the roof based on potential. But a line that I like from Blue Valentine with my boy Ryan Gosling, what is potential? What is it? What is potential?
What's going on?
Right?
What is going on?
No, I'm just saying. Like,
Dude, what is going on?
It's weird though. Like, I don't know. I feel like sports cards should legitimately be based more so on performance than potential. Like, these cards are ridiculous, and I don't know. It's all I gotta say is this, right? It's the same thing as who was a bust, right? Okay. No. I'll go out and say this. Neil Yakupov. Okay. When Neil Yakupov came in, everyone wanted him, and everyone wanted him, and everyone wanted him. Could you imagine spending like $100 on a Neil Yakupov now? Nope. Didn't pan out. Sorry, the hype wasn't there. Or the hype was there, the skill and the performance wasn't. And it's right? Dude, at one point people were spending like crazy money on Johnny Manziel. Didn't pan out. I don't know. And I mean, don't get me wrong, a large portion of this is identifying players before they become big, but it is what it is. Okay, that's a nice throwdown right there by Zion. But again, there was no one in front of him, so I probably could have done that too if you gave me a trampoline. So.
Just knocking down threes.
Yeah, we'll see.
Zion just knocking down threes.
Live been trash since 05-06. Couldn't agree with you more, less, Alex. Can't agree with you more. And like, I used to hate 2K, right? 2K used to suck too. It really did, but obviously now it's the go-to.
Dominguez is only 17. Nah, man, I'm talking about there's some Jason Dominguez cards, Chrome autograph. Mitch, bring up Jason Dominguez here. Okay, some of his cards, not the paper, talking about like the Bowman First Chrome crap. Some of his cards are insane. All right, let's see here. What do you see? What do you see for prices? Because some are really high.
I see they've been going down, but even this numbered, $300.
Yeah, it's numbered, but like that's still super high.
$2,000.
Yeah, like I mean that's an autograph card, right?
Yeah.
It's hard to see on the monitor here. Anyway, I mean, yeah, like his base stuff, but there's no reason.
$1,000 for this orange one.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, it's a rare card. 1,000? I don't know. I think he's a bit high.
Blue foil first refractor, 628.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a lot of money for an unproven guy. A guy who's never even stepped into an MLB batter box. I don't know. Can he handle an MLB cutter coming in on his hands? Can he?
We're in a decentralized world.
I don't know.
The thing is, we're at a point where we get access to more information than ever before.
Do you think that the hobby is mostly changing because, though, we're in that decentralized world? Like, do you think that this could have happened in the 80s or 90s if we had cell phones and YouTube and you could research easily? Yeah. That's another big thing.
I think now, just the other night, we kind of talked about the bubble, but I don't even think half of Earth or half of North America even, or no, not half North America. Let's say half of the world. Is it even connected to internet? Is it?
I don't think so.
No, a lot of places don't, but every year, I believe it's 5 to 15%. It varies, but in India, they're getting more and more access to the internet, and that's going to change things.
Yeah, which is crazy, right? And I'm not saying that Major League Baseball, NBA, or NFL or anything is going to be big in India. I'm not saying it is, but Major League Baseball is trying real hard to do what the NBA did. The NBA grew the game significantly overseas, right? Kobe Bryant, Yao Ming, LeBron James, those type of players are loved in China, beloved. And the MLB is now trying to do the same thing with the London series and things like that. And it's like, if other sports can grow the brand, that's why, to me, hockey might be the best buy right now. Because it's playoff time, people are at home, they're bored with something to do, and I don't know. There's a lot of people who haven't discovered hockey yet, right? What was it? And Les Alex probably knows this one too. There was that St. Louis Blues fan. Remember him, Mitch? And he figured out what hockey was for the first time, and he was live tweeting it. Can you bring up those tweets? Those are hilarious. Just type it in. Blues fan discovers hockey, or whatever it is. Those were hilarious, man. But anyway, the point I'm getting at is, like, if more people discover hockey, hockey will boom too, for sure. Yeah, let me know if you find that.
Looks like it's removed.
Okay.
Is it the short video? You want to watch the video?
No, it's not a video. It was like St. Louis Blues fan tweets playoffs for first time, something like that. Yes, Les Alice, I do agree. Luis Roberts is a stud. He's an absolute stud. I believe he's already in the top 5 for hits. He's crazy. The hype is real around him. I was shocked when the White Sox signed him to that contract extension, but it is what it is. Hero is great. None is underrated. I don't know about that one. We're looking at Luis Roberts' stats. How many hits he got, Mitch?
He's got 17 hits. He's batting .354.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all.
I told you, man. I'm like, this guy's not overvalued.
We'll see.
I did mention him a while ago, too.
Oh, I did too, right? I wasn't willing to spend the money on his card prices.
He was cheap when I was mentioning him. I missed out on him.
Maybe.
I shouldn't have listened to anybody.
Probably not. Baseball may be big in India because it's similar to cricket.
It's not the same as cricket.
So when I was at ESPN, the gaming god LJ. But when I was at ESPN, there was this one guy, Syed. So shout out to Syed if he's ever watching this. So he played professional cricket here in Canada, and he's originally from India. So I learned a lot about cricket, and it's a beautiful game. To be honest, don't hate me for this. cricket's a lot easier to watch than baseball. A lot easier.
I don't know what the heck's going on. You don't have to know what's going on.
Yeah, but how does cricket even work? Like, dude, they don't even pitch like, they don't even like throw properly.
It's amazing, and like, there's so much strategy depending if you're playing like a T20 match or if you're playing just wickets. Yes, I've played cricket.
You played with the wickets?
Yeah.
Really?
I went with Syed.
Yeah. Could you hit?
Actually, I wasn't bad.
I wasn't bad.
Bird's got a really good tennis serve, by the way. If I could pull up a video, send me a video. But Bird has a really good tennis serve.
It's ridiculous.
Not bad. I've been clocked at 100 miles per hour. Fun fact. So, fun fact. I gotta work on a bit of the accuracy, but yeah, you know, my wife and I, we dabble in some tennis, so that's fun. Let's see. What else we got? Anyway, cricket's a great sport.
I told Kevin to get Louis Roberts. He's like, I don't like the name. I'm like, dude.
That's stupid.
He said he didn't like the name. He's like, doesn't sound like a star.
Oh my goodness.
Ask people if they never bought somebody because they didn't like their name.
Okay, yeah. I want to ask you all, have you ever stayed away from an investment because he played on a particular team or because you didn't like his name? Let me know down below, because Kevin Gardine, the Shark, have we ever had him on an episode? No, I don't think so. No. He's more of a behind the camera guy. We're like Dude Perfect, and he's the panda. You guys may never see his face, but you'll hear of him often. But anyway, what Mitch was saying was, Mitch told him about Luis Robert, and he straight up goes, "No, I don't want to buy him. His name sounds bad." Come on, like, trying to make money or no? Let's see. No one knows how cricket works. Alex, I know how cricket works. I used to watch that stuff. I used to wake up at like 2 a.m., man. Oh my God. I used to watch England. England can hit the crap out of the ball. Netherlands, they're okay. Australia. Okay, Australia's got a couple what they call slow bowlers. Okay, they're left-handed. So they don't throw it hard, but they throw really slow with a lot of spin. And that's really, really difficult. You'll definitely you'll hit your runs a lot quicker, which isn't the greatest. But anyway, just give it a try. Maybe watch it with someone who knows what they're talking about. Cricket's a beautiful sport. Like, honestly, it's a beautiful sport, and I plan on one day attending a match live. And for everyone who I know who have gone over to, whether it be India or Australia or New Zealand, there's another good team. They all keep saying how much fun it is, but it's got to be a T20 match, right? Because T20 matches they actually only last about 2 hours, okay? Because you only have X amount of balls, and that's the way it works, all right? So the ball has to be hittable for it to be considered a ball, but these aren't the matches that last like a few days. Like that's like World Cup cricket every few years. But honestly, cricket's a lot of fun. And
dude, cricket cards are undervalued.
Yeah, man.
Dude, these cricket cards, I'm gonna buy some. I'm gonna buy some cricket, some disc golf. Disc golf, cricket.
Eloy's a beast. Couldn't agree more. Again, this is Les Alex. He knows what he's talking about. Eloy Jimenez, he's a beast. Chris Bryant, dude, Chris Bryant, is he even hitting his weight? Mitch, bring up Chris Bryant's stats. Let me crap on Chris Bryant for a little bit.
He's off the roids.
Oh my God, he's awful.
Nah, he wasn't on the juice.
That 50 over is really exciting. Couldn't agree more with you, Graham. I'll never buy a card of his. Chris Bryant, no, he's trash. Hot trash. Okay, what's he batting?
293?
Is he really?
No, 171.
He's batting 171. How much does he weigh?
He weighs 110.
No, he doesn't. How much does he weigh? It should say.
Let's see here.
Normally does. No?
No, not right here, I don't think. I also don't know where to look. 230. 6'5", 230.
He's not hitting his
6'5", 230.
I told you.
He's not hitting his weight. His first 2 seasons, he was great. And then he's just, oh my goodness. Chris Bryant is so overrated, so overhyped. And like the amount
of chicks were digging him, then he won the pennant, right?
No, but like the amount of the amount of Cubs fans who think this guy's God. Like, get out of here. Come on, man. Yeah, he's not trash.
I'm gonna buy some gymnastic cards. That sport is so hot right now.
Now, do you mean hot as in like the women, or hot as in like it's a growing sport? Because Simone Biles is like insanely talented.
She's undervalued for sure. What's her name?
Simone Biles?
I know who you're talking about. Didn't she have a master class?
I don't know.
How do you spell that?
Screw Brian, says Wes Alex. I mean, I didn't say it. You did. I also didn't deny it. So.
Oh, I know who that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pack time.
She did a master class.
Pack time, baby.
Pack time.
Let me get some packs.
Let's see. Bernard King, John Bagley, Ron Anderson.
That's what happens when you get a producer. Here. Producers bring the funds, baby.
Yeah, not bad.
You get a pack. You get a pack. You get a pack. It's alright, I got 100 Zions.
You don't have 100 Zions. Actually, what was that? Okay, we went to our LCS, our local card shop, yesterday. Yeah, literally yesterday. And we met this guy. I forget what his name is, okay? He owns 500 Ronald Acuna 250s. Was that what it was, Mitch? 500?
No, 800, but don't mention who it is.
No, I'm not going to mention who it is.
Yeah, this guy has 800. Supposedly, this guy has 800 US 250s. And look, guys, I know how to open these packs. Ones I was opening were tough to open. So, Scottie Pippen. Nice.
How many packs of this stuff do you have? Says Matt Jensen. Honestly, I don't know where he keeps getting it from. I have no idea where he keeps getting this crap from.
Michael Jordan on a horse. It's not Michael Jordan.
Somebody said, "Calm down, Panda." I have no idea what that's referring to.
Panda? I've never been called a panda.
I don't know. I don't know what that means.
Ask him what that means. What does that mean?
Yeah, Hanson sports card breaks. What are you referring to when you say panda?
How many packs? How many boxes? That's the right question.
Who is Scottie Pippen? Is that the guy who handed Jordan the ball a lot? Ouch.
No. Scottie Pippen's the guy that made $2 in 10 years.
Les Alex says, I don't speak bad about people, but Chris Bryant and Brandon Phillips can go dig a ditch. Dude, he's still got more. This stuff's sealed.
Yeah, but we got 5 boxes. I'm not joking.
Why?
So we could do this?
Oh my goodness. I think people want us to open good product.
Yeah, we will. Ask them what they want us to open, and we'll do it.
Yeah, what do you guys want us to open? Like box breaks and stuff.
My company's making a crap ton of money next month, so ask them.
Mitch said his company's making a crap ton of money. So what do you guys want us to open? Not
national treasures.
Oh, we could open that. We're going to open up some real treasure. We're going to open up some gold. Good investment, by the way. Get some gold.
I got a nice Scottie Pippen. You think Scottie Pippen?
You're the panda. You're the panda.
What?
He says the mystery guy tossing packs on the desk.
What does that even mean, though?
Mitch, how much was this for that box?
Okay,
they want to know.
Box?
Okay, just so people know, I went on Facebook, and this guy had tons of stuff in his basement, and he wanted $50 a box, and I'm like, look, man, this is junk wax era. I'm like, I got $50 and I need 5 boxes. So I got them for $10 each. Whole box. So, and I figured there's those Michael Jordan cards, you know, some pretty cool ones. So, yeah, so each pack is about 50 cents at most. I would say they're like 20 cents.
Literally the one thing I said was no national treasures, because like we can't quite afford that. And Matt Jensen goes, how about a 2019-20 national treasures? Guys, we're not opening national treasures.
LMP, yes, there is a Pat Riley. And we do get some.
Yeah. There's Pat Riley.
Actually, let's pull up some cards that we have had in here. And just to upset Bird, check out the screen. These prices are nice and high.
Who is that?
Jason Tatum.
Oh my god. Dude, no.
Bird is not happy.
No. I'd rather have Sam Bowie.
Jason Tatum is undervalued.
Who's not? Dude, people will like believe you if you tell them that.
We're looking for Michael Jordan. I just got one. I swear. That's what we're going for. Michael Jordan. We're also looking for Pat Riley, right? And then we're also looking for, well, Jordan's coach too. So we're looking for the Bulls.
Les Alex says, Mitch keeps showing the same MJ card like he keeps pulling them.
All right. I gotta prove.
I gotta actually show that I have multiples now. Okay, I've got more. I've actually pulled these.
Those two, I think.
Yeah.
That's funny.
He lured you into his basement, and Mitch has not been the same ever since. They say he never left. Oh my god. Okay, because remember at the start of the stream when I said Kevin Gardein, right, the shark, I said he's like the panda from Dude Perfect. No one knows his true identity. And so now people think that you're the panda. That's funny. Kenny the Jet Smith.
I've been in the studio, though, for like 3 years.
Spudweb.
I honestly haven't left the studio in 3 years.
Probably. Mark Jackson. This card is awesome, okay? For those of you who don't know, right there, I don't know if Mitch can zoom in on this. Probably not. But anyway.
Pull it up.
This,
Where is it?
yeah, this Mark Jackson, 1990 NBA Hoops. There's 2 killers in there.
Oh, dude, there's a lot.
Yeah, I did an
50.
episode in it.
There's a lot of 50 for like.
Yeah.
Oh, that's because those.
Melendez.
Yeah, those guys killed their.
Dude, like.
Didn't those guys shoot their parents because they were abusing them?
Yep.
And I believe they actually had to go on trial for a very long time because they couldn't decide whether to, quit them or not, right? So,
Yeah, crazy stuff.
yeah.
Crazy stuff.
But these hoops boxes are doing pretty good. I could sell them. I could easily 4X.
Steve Kerr.
It's all about grading cards too. Like Bird, a PSA 9 of that card sold for 188 Canadian. Or sorry, PSA 9.
So also in this set,
I believe it's Sam Vincent, but Michael Jordan's not wearing number 23 in it. So that card goes for a bit of change too. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm ready to get some people triggered. Who's the GOAT of basketball? Is it LeBron James or is it Michael Jordan? What do you guys think?
Who is it?
Oh my god. Dude, Les Alex says your other MJs are CGI. Production value is nuts on Red Cape.
But should we teach them how to smoke a cigar?
No. Stop, man.
Why not?
That's just dumb.
They need an escape, and weed's bad.
MJ. So someone said MJ is the GOAT.
Some MJ baby.
How many do you have of those now?
I do have a lot, actually. Let me see if I can find more.
Let's see.
Who keeps saying we're in a basement? We're not even close to it.
I know, guys. We're not. Guys, we're not in a
like,
basement.
So high up.
This is a studio. Like,
Yeah.
we're not in a basement. I promise you.
I know. Tell them about our new set coming out. Like
No, they know. They know. We have a set, and we're gonna do a tour, proving once and for all we're not in a dang basement. I don't know.
like all these comments, every single stream.
All right.
You guys in a basement? No.
I do want to show a cool stack though. So these are some that I do have. So we got the Phil Jacksons, Scottie Pippen, and no joke, I've got a lot of Michael Jordans. Like, this is not CGI. There's like 50 Michael Jordans all kinds. So
It could be CGI. Maybe we're just really good at this now.
Yeah, we're very good at CGI.
If you're in danger, blink twice. That's funny.
Can I blink 3 times?
Somebody said if you are in danger, blink twice.
Oh my god.
That's funny. Tim Hardaway, rookie.
Who's got Charizards?
So, see what else we got here. I grew up during MJ's prime,
So it's nostalgic for me to say MJ is the GOAT. But LeBron is a fair argument. Honestly,
I would still lean towards MJ, but like LeBron taking over a game might be more exciting. That's an interesting take. Les Alex says Michael Jordan had the best career, right? But LeBron James is the better player. I would agree with that. I could agree with that.
He's modern. He's more of a modern guy. Stuff MJ did though. MJ like.
Could MJ hack it in today's game though?
In his prime, yes.
I'm not asking in his prime. I'm asking over his career. Okay, in his prime, couple seasons.
LeBron is like the most consistent and such a threat always.
Yeah, exactly. So, Dennis Rodman, Defensive Player of the Year.
I wish I could have partied with Dennis Rodman.
What about White Chocolate? He was way underrated. Jason Williamson was so fun to watch.
Oh, Steve Kerr.
Dude, pull up Jason Williamson's stats. White Chocolate.
You should watch his passes.
Yeah, unbelievable. Oh, the gaming god, LJ. Mitch, you ready for this hot take?
Yeah.
I'm going to say this, and it will make Mitch mad. But Bird is smarter and makes better investments than him. Boom!
Whoa.
Let's go! Let's go. For the record, Mitch has more money than I do, so I tell him what to buy, and then he makes good investments then. But when he goes off and makes his own investments, that's when he loses money. There.
You know what I do a good investments at?
You do?
People cards.
You do?
How much did I make you on Luka?
Yeah, that was dumb. You gave me that.
You're selfish.
No backsies.
Actually, Jason Williams has some really cool cards.
Okay, for the record, this was... I don't know when it was, but we went to Chatham, okay? And Mitch says, oh, I got some packs. Open this up for me. I kid you not. I pulled an Andrei Sveshnikov, and Mitch goes, who's that? And I'm like, dang it. Like, because Mitch said I could keep any card I wanted from there. Yeah. But I couldn't, right? Like, I knew he was such a stud, and I'm like, man, like, Andrei Sveshnikov, he's his 19-year-old kid at the time. He's a stud. He's the one that Ovi ragdolled, but he keeps putting up goals. But Mitch knows his stuff, right? Like, I wouldn't put him on camera if he didn't. But I do appreciate the comments that I know more.
Okay, but I've now caught up. That's one thing we should talk about. Since I've been away, I was away. Like,
go on camera and say that.
Yeah. Actually, I wanted to talk about that too.
I think one thing to mention too is that I used to follow sports. I was playing sports a long time ago, and it took me a little bit to catch up. But once I caught up, now I can make my own decisions. I actually understand most of the investments. So then I got to a point where even right now, like I bought, let me actually pull up some of the cards too. Here, let's see here. Cut to Bird. But I think one thing that's important is to understand the investment, obviously. But I got this guy early. I knew this card would just dominate, which is insane. Actually, Bird, have you seen this?
let's see.
It's showing some Kobe Bryant cards that are like $56,000. Topps Chrome Refractor, $56,000? What is going on?
Is it actually saying that?
A BGS 10, 1996 Kobe, $16,000. Now, I was telling people I was spotting this card, and I'm like, this is very undervalued. More of our era. I wish I could find just the regular one. But the 1996 Topps Kobe Bryant card. They are insanely undervalued. They were. So look at this. $3,000 for the 1996 Kobe. Like, insane. I was buying these for $100. PSA 10, $3,000. PSA 10, $3,300. So I was buying this card, the 10. Specifically, I was getting this 10 for, I got 2 of them for around $300. So
somebody said your Zion NBA Hoops rookie investment in December was a pretty good one. And I agree with that. That was like a $5-10 card at the time.
yeah, that was definitely another one for sure.
Yeah.
We'll pop it up actually.
Yeah. Austin Meadows, I think that's going to be a pretty big testimonial, I think, for us, saying that like we identified him so early, like it truly was early and cheap. Sebastian Aho we identified pretty cheap, and like there's a lot of guys in that first specific video that we identified super early, and already each and every single one of those cards is doubled in value, like doubled.
I have a 9.5 of this guy. So again, Zion Hoops, very undervalued. There's some beauties I actually want to get.
Yeah, like it's fun. I mean,
This gold is in one of our thumbnails, and I got rid of it a while ago. I had no idea. But I have a few of these I need to grade. And Zion's hot, man. I think he's time to sell if you got a good profit. I mean, what else are you trying to do, right?
Whoa. Gaming God LJ, how much did you spend on the Market Movers subscription? Is that supposed to be $40 or $400? That's what I want to know. Did you spend $400 on that?
I think it's 40.
Yeah, maybe he added another zero. I hope he's listening. That way he can respond to that. Please tell me you didn't spend $400, bro.
How many packs you open?
You gave me a lot. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that comment. Sean Kemp rookie. There we go. Meadows still a good pick. Dude, Meadows is criminally underpriced. And again, it's like, I don't know. You don't... $400 for 1 year. Okay, yeah, because it's $50 a month, right? Yeah. Gotcha. Not bad.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That makes more sense. I was going to be like, dude, like, what? So, yeah, I mean, kudos to Jeff. Like, he created a solid product there. He really did. It's just, I'm
now
personally...
you can add your cards, I believe?
I think you can add your cards to it now, for sure.
Yeah. Like it's
Look at Meadows, though. Some of the Meadows are starting to go.
Yeah, man. Meadows
$500.
And,
See, this is the thing. I bought a lot similar to this. Now they sold for $300, but I paid like 3 times less.
yeah. So, that's the thing, right? Like, you just really got to get into guys. I think my downfall a few months ago was I was identifying players, but I wasn't purchasing enough of their cards. So I would argue that, like, I got some good cards for fairly cheap, like really good prices, and they have, like, some have even 10x'd, but okay, $4 into 40, but you only have one of them. I don't know, like maybe I should start thinking more highly of myself and start backing up my choices. I don't know.
Market's high.
Yeah, right? Like, it's, who knows? But I'm let me tell you, I got a list, and I showed you the other day. I got a list of all my NBA players in the playoffs, or who will be in the playoffs more than likely, and then all the NHL players. I've already done fairly well on NHL.
Yeah.
Like, really well. So.
But one thing that's funny is that, like, I know, like, what is it? Here it's a CERB, so, like, we had a stimulus, bill to, stimulate the economy, but I think it really just stimulated sports cards. Like, honestly, like, that's what the bill was for. I think the the governments are trying to stimulate the sports cards. Pretty ridiculous what's going on.
So the gaming god LJ said, should I buy more Lamar's for 92 USD? Correct me which card
Specifically that was? Specifically. I think you said it was a Donruss. Like a paper Donruss? I don't know. And was it a PSA 10 or a PSA 9? I mean, right off the bat, it does sound like a pretty decent price, but then $92, if you're willing to dabble into other sports like baseball or hockey, I think you can get a better return on investment. A couple have stayed flat. Vlad Jr. Bowman. Lamar Donruss PSA 9. $92. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a terrible investment, but I do think that there are better investments out there. We'll leave it at that.
Here's another thing too. Not everybody can win a title. Not everybody's gonna win MVP.
I know.
Like people are like, oh well, when he wins an MVP, when he wins a title. But
go on camera for that.
Yeah, but like
That's the thing too. I always hear, and this is just common sense. Like, oh well, as soon as he wins an MVP, he'll win one within 1 to 5 years. And then some people mention like 10 players. Like, you're not gonna have 10 people on different teams winning all the time, right? So
right. I think it's fair to assume
that the odds of Luka Doncic winning an MVP soon are pretty high, right? But do I think it's guaranteed? No. And it's like, do I think Austin Meadows is ever going to win an MVP? More than likely not. I still think he's going to be a big enough stud to like make us money. Like, I picked up lots of his cards and I got them for 33 cents each shipped. Can't go wrong, right? Like, I really don't need him to do much within his career.
who are we looking for again?
I'm the same way, Bird. I'll buy 1 or 5 copies of a card when I should be going deep on guys I believe in. Yeah, like it's weird.
It's easier to look back now, though.
Yeah, no,
like,
of
look
course.
At Luka. Like, he was $20.
Yeah.
He is like 30x.
Yeah. But, I mean, one guy who I stocked up a lot on, and again, you know, I really, really, really do want to get Mike on this show, DiStefano, because when he believes in a guy, he'll like back him up. You know, it's just fun. But anyway, like Kevin Fiala, I mean, I think in NHL, I'm starting to do that more because I knew that playoffs were coming. And it's really difficult to be like, oh, like, you know, I should back up this guy more. But one guy who I have backed up quite a bit is Dylan Larkin. Like, Dylan Larkin, bring up Dylan Larkin Young Guns and then his stats, dude. Dylan Larkin, like, he's not going to be in the playoffs, but now's the time to buy Dylan Larkin. So if you guys have made it this far within the stream, you know, an hour and 15 minutes in, we're going to reward you with some Dylan Larkin. Like, buy Dylan Larkin. He's criminally undervalued. Dude, what is that? Whoa. Oh, okay, that's an exclusive you're showing there of Kevin Fiala. Dude, Kevin Fiala was a great pick. But anyway, look up Dylan Larkin Young Guns. No, not a lot. Not a lot. Just like one card.
Bird loves the control.
Yeah, Hanson Sports Card Breaks. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by, and you know, hopefully soon again in the future. If you do anything live or even your videos, definitely be sure to continually checking those out.
So Raw.
So it looks like Raw, you can pick up a Dylan Larkin for $10. They've been selling Canadian, 10 Canadian.
So $10 Canadian. Like, now's the time to truthfully back up Dylan Larkin because okay, they're not in the playoffs now, but when they add in, I think they got like a top 5 pick, right? Which isn't going to be bad at all in this. Camera one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're cutting back and forth.
Okay, cool. No, I was just curious because the lights on. But anyway.
Oh, we need to reset that one.
Bring up Dylan Larkin's stats, dude.
Here, tell me if this works.
Reset what?
Do you see an image on that monitor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I see the image. But his stats alone, and I don't know, like he's in a pretty good market, like hockey town as they call it, like literally hockey town, and you got the new arena. And there's something to be said about having made the playoffs 25 straight years, and like yeah, they suck now. Like oh my goodness, they're awful. But look at these stats, man. Just read them off. What do you have this year?
This year, 19 goals, so he's got 53 points.
In how many games?
So he's got 53 points in 71 games.
On a terrible Detroit Red Wings team.
Yeah. So
okay. What did he have last season and the season before?
It only shows 19 and 20. Let's see. Just for right here. Okay, so last year, let's cut to it. So last year he had 32 goals.
Yeah.
73 points though. So
in how many games? Because they were
in 76 games.
Dude, they were trash then. They were awful. So for him to be able to do what he has been doing on such a dysfunctional, god awful team, dude, like you can buy his cards for $10 raw. $10. What's his PSA 10 going for? I'm pretty sure it's like $40, $45. And that's a steal to me. An absolute steal. And maybe that's a guy who like I should be dumping more money into.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely, I think I'm gonna want to look at this guy, to be honest. That's what's really cool though, too. Like,
yeah, of course you are. I tell you who to invest in, and then you go ahead and do it.
Why not? Yeah, but it's gotta make sense.
Oh my goodness! This lets me do all the heavy lifting, all the research, everything.
Oh, I just gotta. You know what though? Like, honestly, my back hurts because like I've been carrying this production for years, so. You know?
Unbelievable. Here, pick this up, production man.
Oh my god, dude, pick that up. Dude. Oh my god. It's alright, I hire a maid.
That's awful. Alright, so we got 12 minutes left in this stream. Just because I gotta work in the morning, so we'll see. I don't know what else anyone else wants to talk about, but I'm gonna look up.
I keep forgetting I got internet right in front of me too, boys. So, because I'm on a laptop, I want to see the scores here. It's so important to just check out all the scores every night. Like, it really is. Right? Like a guy like, Carter Hart too, severely undervalued. Dude, Chicago. Like, if Chicago can knock off Edmonton, boy, we'll see what happens with that one. But even Montreal have taken a 2-1 series lead. Dude, Pittsburgh Penguins, pardon me, the Pittsburgh Penguins are 60 minutes away from potentially being drafting first overall and grabbing Alexei. So let's see here. I just pulled up Game Center myself.
When's that gonna happen?
Depends, man. They don't even have a date yet. It's kind of a joke.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal. But let's talk about one thing.
I did want to mention one thing. What is going to happen, in your opinion, do you think, in the NBA that Zion's going to make the playoffs?
No, I don't think so. I think Memphis is still going to grab that. I really do.
Should Bird and I make a bet that Memphis is going to make the playoffs over the Pelicans? I think the Pelicans are going to make the playoffs.
I think you're nuts.
All right, what do you want to bet on it?
Nothing.
All right, you have to buy a Dylan Larkin Young Gun to the winner. That's fair.
We'll see. Kirby Dack still, too. What do you guys think about Kirby Dack? I think Kirby Dack's still a pretty good buy here. That's Dak, D-A-C-H, Mitch.
I already pulled him up.
Yeah. Kirby Dack.
I was already looking at him.
I think he's like 19, but his card prices are actually pretty high. $20.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got 4 assists right now. So here's a buy it now. for $18.70 with $1.84 shipping, or $1.87 shipping. Yeah, maybe he could be a good buy. Let's see why not. Ooh, somebody said the Trailblazers. Is it Dame time? Yeah, either way, I wouldn't feel comfortable saying that Zion is going to make playoffs. I really wouldn't. And I'm going to pull up NBA.com here. I don't know how many games they have left to play, but I don't know. You got a lot of teams competing for that 8th spot, dude. And New Orleans, they're not the greatest. Not the greatest team. Dude, did they get pumped by like 35 points in one night?
Ugh. Yeah, they even. You know what? I want to say one thing. Lonzo Ball should retire. He's awful.
That's a hot take.
He is. No, it's not a hot take. Lonzo Ball should, he's so bad. I don't know if, he's paying them to play. I don't know what's going on. He's awful.
He's honestly. Don't let LeVar know. So let's see here. Got to do a bit of Googling.
So 11th seed is Pelicans. And then you got San
You're
Antonio
the 11th
Spurs.
seed.
Pelicans are 1 game back.
But how many games are left? That's what I want to know. I don't think that they're playing 82 games.
Okay, so they'll play 8 seeding games to help finalize 2020 NBA playoffs. That's what I'm saying. There's just not many games left, and they're already behind. They're behind the 8 ball. Yeah, that's what it says. Yeah, 8-game finish.
Pelicans have 5 games left.
And how many games are they
Behind
behind?
one?
Yeah, so the Pelicans have 5 games left.
But who are they playing?
They're 1 behind. They're playing. I don't know. I'd have to look at it again.
Oh, wait. I got this. Okay. So, New Orleans Pelicans played versus the Kings, Jazz, Clippers, Spurs, Grizzlies, Kings, Grizzlies again, and then the Magic.
Why do you say that about Lonzo?
Dude, Lonzo's hot trash.
Because Lonzo Ball can't shoot. He's not dominant. I don't. Honestly, my thought about Lonzo is he's not really dominant in any area. Yeah, he can dribble a basketball, but so can anybody else. I just don't see him being as good as Ingram. Ingram, Zion, Holiday, they make him look like he's awful. I don't know. Lonzo, I don't see him doing anything. I think he's overhyped. The only thing he has going for him is that he's playing with some good players. So
Yeah.
I don't like him.
Did you see that comment from the gaming god LJ? Ouch. Ouch. I mean, I find that kind of funny, and it might not be far off, right? And that's why, truth be told, I would argue that there's a lot of players that we've identified between ourselves, but we haven't necessarily made videos about them, because even at just, let's round it up and say 3,000 subscribers, we realize that obviously you make a video. You're not trying for market manipulation, but I think with
What's the comment you're referring to?
somebody cough SCI pumped up
100%.
Lonzo.
Oh, 100%. Lonzo Ball was pumped. And that's because he bought the wrong cards. Sorry,
Yeah, but
Lonzo Ball, I do understand the idea that he's going to get to play with Zion, and he does have highlights, and he gets his opportunity due to that. But Lonzo Ball, you could tell he's just not, dude, he's nothing compared to Brandon Ingram. He's nothing compared to everybody else.
I think, too, the thing with Sports Card Investor, there's also videos. I think he made one today, too. And I understand, right? So the video was top 5 cards going up, and I understand, right? Like, he was meaning to do it like, these cards are going up, maybe it's a good time to sell these now. But the way that the videos come off are, buy these cards. And to me, it's like, well,
if these cards are going up, you don't want to buy them while they're going up, right? So I think there's a bit of confusion there too. I really do. But it's weird. I feel like any specific player, because he's got what, like 34,000 subscribers?
Yeah, 10x what we have.
It's almost like you want him to just talk about specific players. Because when Jeff from Sports Card Investor talks about any player in a good way, they just boom. Like, he's got such an impact on it, right? He's like a mini Gary V. Gary V talks about Giannis and boom, his cards explode.
But
Gary V talks about
here's
anything, and it's crazy. And like,
but that's going to happen, though. That's going to happen, right? But, like, the other thing about it is, like, when we talk about players, and obviously some have gone up, I think there's a couple that have gone up because we've done specific episodes on them, and those particular ones had thousands of views. But we're also mentioning players that, from a market standpoint, it doesn't even have to be a good player. It just has to be a player that people are talking about. When a player does one thing, like Ball, like, he was the same player, but then he played one game, and his prices shot up like literally 90%.
exactly.
So that doesn't mean that he's a different player. Like, you picked him out. It's just that's what the media, the market, the social media has done, and that's what's going to happen going farther. Like, investing is different than, it's also market manipulation. It's also pumping and talking about guys, right? So it's not always just going to be, the right player. But what I like about what we do is we pick players that we actually believe in. We're never going to, we will tell you if a guy's going to go up, but we'll say why, Like, don't buy Lonzo Ball. I don't think there's any reason to buy him. I think he should retire.
like, that's what I'm saying right now, right? Like, for the second overall pick, if you're not showing me second overall pick quality stuff within your third, fourth season, whatever he's in, like, ever since LeVar Ball was off TV, was off Stephen A. Smith stuff, like, Lonzo just,
what did he say?
The gaming god. I've been firing shots today. Sorry. Do you mean like you've been drinking today?
No.
Like, what's going on?
He doesn't mean that. He's like firing shots about Jeff.
I don't know. I've been.
Stuff.
Yeah.
That's what he meant. And like, honestly, man, like, if you're just spitting the truth, like, you don't have to feel bad about it. I don't think so. I think in a weird way, there's a lot of unintentional pumping. A lot of that. And even on Instagram, like, oh, well, which card would you rather? And it's like, don't get me wrong, like, Mitch and I, from time to time, too, right? Like, Mitch won't shut up about
this guy here, Zion Williamson. Like,
How is he done?
No, you won't.
but I mean, at the same
How is
time,
Zion done, though? He's like 10x.
But at the same time,
everyone knows that you own Zion cards. Like, you've kind of put that out there too, right? So,
that's true.
but Mitch isn't necessarily saying buy Zion right now, right?
But I will also say that I didn't put Zion on the cover of 2K, so I actually saw that happening.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't know. I mean, I've been telling everyone too, like,
You were insanely good on Luka.
I will tell people to buy cards that I think are a good buy when I don't own the card. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a pretty big difference. It's difficult. I'm not going to lie to you all. For the 15 or whatever people watching this, so almost nobody compared to our regular audience, which is weird. But I'm not going to lie to you. It's difficult sometimes knowing that I can identify a good buy, but I don't have the money for it. And then viewers such as yourself who have the money go out and capitalize on that. It is difficult, but like you said, it happens everywhere. So I am more than happy. Like, once you get over that mentally, I'm more than happy to share
the knowledge and the picks with everyone. Like your reward for watching my content should be that you get rewarded with good picks and good profit. So, I mean, if I don't have the cash flow to make it happen because of whatever reasons, bills and things like that, then, hey, like, I want everyone else to do well.
But that happens a lot. Like, I remember when Kobe Bryant was out, and then who else were we talking about? We we're talking about Svechnikov, some other players, and I'm like, dude, like, I haven't even bought some of those cards. Like, when I brought up that Kobe episode, I bought a few, but, like, I wanted to buy way more. And another guy, too, like, we're starting to get now is, what's his name? Vince Carter. It's another guy we're starting to get.
Yeah.
So that's a guy I actually believe in. We should probably do an episode on him soon, like an actual, full-fledged episode.
Yeah.
But specifically, let's show people what we are going to get.
All right.
Vince Carter.
From now on, we're going to call the gaming god LJ Jackson. And that should be easy to remember because when I think of LJ, LeBron James comes in, but now it's going to be like Lamar Jackson. So Jackson is what we'll call him.
Yeah, Vince Carter.
Les Alex says he thinks Aaron Judge is extremely risky. And in a weird way, like I know, Mitch, you love Aaron Judge as an investment, but there's a lot of strikeouts that come with that.
Yes, and he had a big slump.
The one thing I'll say about Aaron Judge is that the pitchers last year specifically, they started figuring out how to pitch to him. So that's a big thing, especially in the modern era. I mean, how well would have Babe Ruth done if they knew exactly how to pitch to him? And obviously, that's different because, he didn't have guys throwing, 95 miles an hour to him. And if a guy started a game, he would finish the game. So, the game has changed. I just think Aaron Judge is simply a very feared hitter. Bird was scratching his nose. Oh, man. Bird scratching his nose. I'll scratch mine with the bottle. Oh, man. I was too quick. Somebody was mentioning that. I'm too quick on the cuts here. So.
Les Alex says Mitch loves guys who are injury prone. So far, yeah.
I mean, he's not.
That is actually kind of true. Like, yeah, I mean, Zion's prone, but Zion is like his worst nightmare. Like he is his own worst nightmare.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's funny. We got to get Les Alex on soon.
I know. Hopefully Monday, right? Hopefully Monday. We'll see where things go. He's got a daughter who's a huge St. Louis Cardinals fan and a wife too. So I get it. Trust me, I get it. But I don't know. Like the thing with home run hitters who strike out a lot, it reminds me of both Chris Davis's guys who aren't performing well now. Jose Bautista. It's just like a recipe for disaster. And like Pete Alonso, like at one point I was telling everyone like Pete Alonso's a good buy, but he was cheap. And that's why I was saying it, right? Like cheap, low risk, right? And potential high reward. So that's why I was necessarily saying that. But like I'm not telling, and I haven't told anyone to buy Pete Alonso in a long time because he's a scary, risky investment, and like so far he hasn't really done too well in this reboot season.
Like he's doubled in price since we've talked about him, but like if you look here, like he hasn't been climbing as much as even I thought. But he's not hitting well. Some of these guys won't pan out.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, obviously more of the guys than others are panning out. Like Fernando Tatis Jr. is off to a hot start. Bo Bichette just had 2 more hits today and a stolen base, so like he's doing well. But I mean, at the same time, like people also get upset because we don't do videos on one guy who's performing. But like, I can't mention 500 guys within a week.
Well, let's get right to it then.
Who is your go-to guy right now? Who is an undervalued, cheap guy to get that you would buy?
Other than Dylan Larkin, Nikolai Ehlers. And I've mentioned him numerous times. So I don't know why people keep sleeping on Nikolai Ehlers. It's crazy.
Should probably look at his young gun. So you can get his 9.5 easy for $60.
Yeah, and his PSA 10 I think is 40 even.
Yeah, 60, 13 raw, 15 raw.
Oh, so it's gone up. It's gone up since even this morning because I did a podcast on him and he was around $10. Yeah. So, I think Mark Scheifele's injury actually Ehlers will benefit from it, pardon me, because he's running the offense in the power play. And another guy too, and I mean I can't take full credit for this. I had a few of his young guns, but I didn't buy into the hype until Mike DiStefano told me about Kevin Fiala. Kevin Fiala, dude, bring up Kevin.
Yeah, he's like $100.
No, he's not.
Isn't he?
No, those are like
His Young Guns.
His Young Guns raw. I don't know why you keep typing in things weird. Yeah, his Young Guns, dude.
Yeah, his silver foils are like 60. Yeah, it was probably his good ones then. So he's undervalued or what?
Yeah, he's undervalued. I mean, he's got 3 goals right now.
No, but graded though. Graded they're $100, like 10s. Wasn't lying.
Really? Have they already gone up that high? What are your search metrics on?
Look. When we looked at him earlier, I was at the sold listing. Some sold high.
Really?
Some sold high when we were looking. See?
He was like $10.
Graded though. That's graded. Anything graded, you just bring up the price if they're a 10, right?
Yeah, but that's
like
raw.
a 9.5 sold. I mean, that's a silver foil though. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. But raw, they're looking cheap.
Yeah, and like they're cheap, and like he's 24 years old. He's
I'm
in
wrong.
a hot
market in Minnesota Wild, and he's got an act for finding the back of the net. And I wrote an article on fullcountmedia.com. Shout out to you, Alex. And he's a stud. Like he's so cheap right now, and this is a guy who's going to be hopefully soon a perennial 30+ goal scorer. And buying him that cheap, like, I mean, Dylan Larkin for $10 is probably the best buy, and I probably should have even mentioned him in Les Alex's article, but then again, that's a playoff article. So, what did Jackson say? I would buy hockey, but I've never watched a game in my life. Okay, so Jackson, I'll say this to you. So you've never watched a hockey game in your life. Okay. I've never played Magic the Gathering, but if somebody told me, like, legitimately, oh, you could buy this whatever potion card, or I don't know if that's a thing in Magic the Gathering,
and you can like double, triple your money on it.
Well, like a land card.
Yeah, like I might do it. So watch hockey. Okay, like hockey is fast, it's physical, it's exciting.
That's my challenge to you. My literal challenge. Watch. Okay, you know what? Watch the rest of tonight's game. Because the best player on the planet, Connor McDavid, literally watch tonight. If you're able to watch. Connor McJesus, as they call him. And if you could just do that, not even for me, do that for yourself, and then maybe you'll want to invest into hockey.
Watch some highlights.
Oh, no. Dude, I don't want to watch the Rangers get scored on. I already had to watch that live.
I don't even know who this guy is. Cut the live stream. McDavid's expensive.
Hey, like if you watch soccer, actually, Jadon Sancho, that was a guy who I made a video on, and I believe he's signing with Manchester United now too. So you could let me know of that one. Yeah, Jadon Sancho's a stud too. Soccer's gonna be excited, but I mean, for right now, I'm probably gonna hold off. Like I did buy enough cards, but now I'm likely gonna hold off until the next World Cup. Like. I'm just better off spending my money on playoffs. Like guys, like frick, $16 into $60+ within 2 to 3 days for Dominic Kubalik.
It's got nice hair.
Like I can't go wrong about that.
Tab over.
Who's got nice hair?
Don't close the stream. Yeah, who's got nice hair?
I'm sorry, like I keep talking about different guys, but who's got nice hair? I never mentioned Wander Franco.
Who's got nice hair? Oh, Paulo Malu.
Sancho is getting sold from my favorite team, Borussia Dortmund, for 122 million euros. Yeah, that's insane. 122 million euros.
Troy Polamalu.
Yep.
To do those commercials. If you have great hair.
If you have great hair, man, you could just become like a superstar. You can make millions just with great hair.
Unless you're Trevor Lawrence, then you're just I don't like him, but whatever. Oh man, it's already 10 minutes after midnight. Jeez.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up then. All right.
That guy in the highlight video. Jeez. Yeah. All right, guys. I gotta work in the morning, so duty calls. I'm gonna go home, maybe catch the rest of that hockey game, and then go to bed. But before I go to bed, I still got some research to do for work. So, yeah, life of being a journalist.